obviously, I'm excited to be back. You know, this is a special place, and my wife and I, we had such a great experience last time we were here with the community. Yes, sir. Glad to be back. But you know, the atmosphere here, the passion, the fans, just some of the things that they've done around here. It's just an exciting place to be.
Did you reach out to Coach Muschamp, or where did the initiation start?
You know, I'd say that there was definite interest on my part as I kind of watched what was taking place this past year. And, you know, I missed college football. I really did. And the opportunity to come back to South Carolina, a place I'd been before, was something that I couldn't pass up.
How quickly did that process?
Well, what happened was obviously I had to finish my season. So that process took place. And then relatively pretty quickly after that, we finished. We played on January 1st. And then Monday, Tuesday, we kind of tied up some loose ends at the 49ers. And then I met with Coach, and, you know, he offered me the job, and here I am.
Was it even a second thought in your mind?
No, it was my wife and I had made the decision that if this opportunity presented itself, we weren't going to pass it up.
How's the first month or so been working with these guys and everything?
It's been great. It's been great. The players have been great. You know, they've responded well. You know, Coach Elliott did a great job here. He coached those guys hard. And that's something that sometimes you evaluate when you take over a new job. Can these guys handle tough coaching? And they've been coached hard. They're students of the game. Right now we're in the, you know, the beginning stages of learning some of the things that we'd like to do.
So what was your first impression of the guys you inherited and the group you have this year?
These guys work really hard. You know, their attention to detail. Some of the things that we've been talking about in the meeting room, even when they're out there doing conditioning drills and stuff. For the most part, they work hard, they strain, and we just want to really focus right now on just getting better. And that means getting better with our weightlifting in the weight room, whether it's working on football away from the building here, getting better at doing the things we need to do to become a productive offensive line unit.
Decision with Zach Bailey to work him at right tackle come to be?
Well, I think the thing is you know, Coach brought it up to me, and you know, he obviously has a lot more experience with these guys than I do, but we've got to find the 5 best guys on the put them out there on the field, and you know, we wanted to look at that situation early to kind of see how it goes, see if he can handle it. Zach's responded well. It's also for him, you know, an opportunity to showcase that he can play multiple positions, which someday I'm sure he has aspirations of wanting to play in the NFL, and you got to be able to play multiple positions to do that.
On the other side, Darius Hutcherson, what have your early impressions been of him? And
you know, he didn't get a chance to participate a lot in the winter conditioning program because he was banged up there, but so far it's been good. You know, he hasn't played, doesn't really have any playing experience. He's developed his body. Coach Dillman's done a great job there. You know, I think he came in here, he was 250 pounds. Now he's well over 300. He's got foot quickness, he's got burst, he's got athleticism. He's just got to continue to learn how to play the game.
I mean, obviously you had another job. Did you get a chance to watch South Carolina at all last year?
No. You know, I got to see a little bit of the Tennessee game. I think it might have been when it was on TV. You know, a lot of times our schedules are so much different with the NFL that you don't get a chance to see a lot of football. But, you know, I've always kept my eye on them from afar.
How was it jumping back into having to recruit again?
You know, I love recruiting. Recruiting, you know, doesn't bother me. You know, it's changed since the last time I was here. You know, it's pretty much, you know, we're evaluating guys that are freshmen and sophomores now, and especially at O-line, that's a lot of times a projection. You know, you're trying to make an educated guess on where do you think this guy's going to be in 2 or 3 years from now. You know, is the guy a late bloomer? You know, and what can he be? And a lot of it's an educated guess.
What are the opportunities and challenges for you, you know, being new to these guys, and for them having a new position coach?
Well, I think that anytime you have something new, there's always change, you know, and that it's kind of a growth process that has to take place between player and coach. But the fortunate thing for the players is we're running the same offense. The only thing that's changed is some of the terminology that we're using as far as our blocking schemes and how we communicate to each other. So that's new. Coach Roper's done a great job of structuring our practices and our installations in such a way that we can take things slow enough where we can really learn and develop and build fundamentals to do the things we need to do to be successful.
Catchphrase or slogan or anything that you say to these guys
I've always said it all starts with us, and that means up front. If we're successful up front, it's going to give obviously the running back more opportunities. It's going to give the quarterback time to get the ball to the receivers, and that's something you just have to have a lot of pride in is being an offensive lineman. And if we can play well, it's going to give guys around us a better opportunity to execute the offense.
You like having experienced guys? It's pretty
No question. I'll take experience over non-experience anytime. But the guys have been great. They've been working hard. They come to meetings. They take notes. They're like sponges right now. They're just absorbing it all. And they ask questions. And we talk through things. And I think that's important, too, as a coach. It's not just always about what I say. We have to have communication, and we have to have some honesty involved in that, too. Like, a lot of times you can just be a yes man and say that you understand what I'm talking about, but do you really understand? Tell me why. And a lot of times I'll ask them the question, coach me here. How are we executing this block here, this combination block? And when I can get them to spit it back to me the same way we're talking about it, then I feel like they have a better understanding of that. And if we have a better understanding of what we're trying to do fundamentally, I think it'll give us a chance. There's no thinking involved necessarily. We can play faster and be more physical.